Shalom, shalom. I want to first give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Kakwadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders across Great Millstone. Okay, peace and blessings to the hopefully elect pushing this word in truth and sincerity. All right, and to you listeners and learners, you men, women, and children who believe in Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua wholeheartedly. I want to say Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua Barakatam to you all as well. My name is Shaquata Moth, and I'm coming back at you with another lesson through the Spirit. And I want to go into how we are going to have to depend on Yahweh Bashim Yahushua for the trouble that we're coming into in the recent or in the near future moments of our lives, okay? And how we deserve it, you see, because we went off. You see what I'm saying? He told us in the curses that you would go through tribulation if you did not obey and adhere to my law, statutes, commandments. You see, let me get that first. It's Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse, let me see. Yeah, I started at verse 1. It says, and it shall come to pass if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. You see? He said he was going to set us above all the other nations. You see? You have to look at what type of reward that is. You see? Because right now we're on the bottom. We're on the bottom. And it talks about that in Matthew chapter 5 of, you know, the first being last and the last being first. Right now we're on the bottom. It says, and all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You know? Now, when you go down, I believe it's verse 15. So I went too far. Yeah, about 15. It says, but it shall come to pass if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of Yahweh Shema Shah to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. See, this is things that they don't preach about in the church. They don't show you that, you know, curse shall thou be in the city, and curse shall thou be in the field. They don't tell you that. They tell you that you're gonna get a nice car. You're gonna get a nice house. You see what I'm saying? They don't tell you that if you don't abide, if you're a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, they don't tell you that if you don't abide by these laws, statutes, commandments, that something bad gonna happen to you. You see? And that's what happened to us. Something bad happened to us. We was taken from who we are, from who we were, from who we are still to this day. The Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. You see, the the ones that are oppressed. You see, the ones that are cursed in the city. You see, cursed in the field. You see, this is Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4. It says, and thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thine heritage. You see, who the only ones right now that don't have somewhere to call home? Who the only ones right now that don't have a a nationality that people call black? You see, that people call Hispanic, that people call beaners and wetbacks and tomahawks, and who the only ones that get told these type of things? It's our people. Our people get told that type of stuff. You see, and now that this man is being revealed, and this man being revealed, we know who I'm talking about. You know, I don't want to divert from the lesson, but now this man getting revealed, Now you want to try to help us. You want to try to tell us that you need to worry about your health. You never worried about our health before. You never worried about our health before. Now let's worry about their health. You know, going back to Deuteronomy, right? 28. Let's go down. It says, "Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field." You know. Let's go to the next verse. "Cursed shall thy basket and thy store." Look, man, we don't have no money. Even these celebrities, these top big dudes, they don't have no money when it comes to who really got money. Who really got money? You see, and all that's been is a stumbling block to these celebrities. That's just been a stumbling block to them because they think that they're comfortable right now. But guess what? My whole point of going into this lesson, see, he ain't gonna come for just us. He gonna come for all of us. And let me rephrase that. He not gonna just come for the poor. He about to come for all of us. You see what I'm saying? Let me go back. Revelations 12, right? Revelations 12 and 12. It says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea." You see, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. See, this man know, and this ain't talking about no damn pitchfork dude in the sky. I mean, I'm sorry, not sky, but the ground. It's not talking about that. It's talking about somebody right here on the planet Earth. And let me go to Revelations. I believe it's 2:10, because this lets you know that they ain't talking about nobody in no ground with a pitchfork that's red. Revelations 2:10. And again, this is something that they don't talk about in church, but I'm going to read it for you. Revelations 2:10. "Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison." How is the devil going to cast you into prison here on the planet Earth? The devil can't spiritually cast you nowhere if he's a spiritual being. See, because we are earthly bodies. And let's get that. First Corinthians, actually, hold on. I believe it's First Corinthians 15, but hold on one second. Celestial, bam. Yep, it is First Corinthians 15, 40. It says, "There are also celestial bodies and bodies terrestrial, but the glory of the celestial is one, and the glory of the terrestrial is another." So if the spiritual demon Satan is a spiritual body, he can't cast you into nowhere because he only has a spiritual body. Now, his progenitor in the physical, being Satan in the physical, is his children, which is the so called white man, Esau Edom. And he can cast you into prison. You see? He can cast you into prison. You see? It says, "Fear none of those things." It's like it. "Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison that ye may be tried." And we're about to be tried because what did we do? We went off. We didn't follow those laws, statutes, and commandments that it talks about in Deuteronomy 28. We didn't do that. So we deserve everything that's coming to us. But if you don't want to be someone that adheres to the law, statutes, and commandments, that adheres to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, that adheres to the prophets who warn you day and night to try to get right, you see, if you don't want to do that, then look, what else is Yahweh Shem Yahushua going to say to you? What, what else does he have to do for you? Nothing. you're gonna have to stay here and burn in the missiles. You see? But for the ones that do, you see, it says, "Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life." He's gonna give you a crown of life. You see, that's what we're fighting for. We're fighting for life. We're not fighting to wear masks with smiles on them. We're not fighting to 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 keep on uh prolonging our punishment here in Babylon the Great. We're not fighting for that. We're fighting to get up out of here. That's what we're fighting for. You see, we fighting, we're fighting to the death to get to our homeland, which is Israel, not damn Balfour 1948ers homeland. You see, this is Psalms chapter 18, verse 1. It says, "To the chief musician, a psalm of David, the servant of Yahweh Shemel Shai, who spake unto Yahweh Shemel Shai the words of this song in the day that Yahweh Shemel Shai delivered him from the hand of all his enemies and from the hand of Saul. And he said, I will love thee, O Yahweh Shemel Shai, my strength." This the point. Yahweh Shemel Shai is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer, my power, my strength, in whom I will trust, my buckler and the horn of my salvation and my high tower. See, it talk about Yahweh Shemel Shai's name being a tower, a name of strength, a name of a tower. Let me get that. Uh, where is it? His name, tower. Yeah, it's on down in verse 10. But man, we got to know that. And we got to believe that, because everything is about coming together, and all this, America is trying to be unified. Ain't none of that coming. They're going to use this vaccine to divide people, which are already being divided, you see? And they're going to accuse you of not wanting to take it because of you caring about your own self. But guess what? It says, Yahweh Shemel Shai is your rock and your fortress. And you got to understand that and know that. Let's go down. Oh, I was wrong. Hold on. Okay, let's just go to it right there. It says, the name of Yahweh Shemel Shai is the strong tower, and the righteous runneth into it and is safe. You got to know that when these people come after you and they accuse you of being a criminal, you got to call on that name. And if you don't know that name, and if you don't want to abide by that name, there's no hope for you. But I'm talking to the ones that do. If you know that name, call on that name. He ain't never failed us. All the hell that we go through day in and day in and day night, day in and day after night, and you still find some type of way to keep on making it through. That's the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shai. And you call on that name, and you will be saved. Hey, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to that name, Yahweh Shemel Shai, by Shem Rakakwadash. Double honor to my apostles and elders, a great millstone, peace and blessings to the hopefully elect, pushing his word in truth and sincerity. Hey, Shalom, keep fighting. Keep fighting. Shalom.